In this video, we are going to test Higgsfield Photoshop Plugin and compare it with ETI Image Photoshop Plugin and see which one will win in different categories. This way you will know which one you should use based on your needs and your projects. So if you're ready, let's begin. So the first step, where you can get these plugins. Here is the Higgsfield Photoshop plugin. You can come here to this link. I will put the link down in the description. Click on download. It will download the plugin itself. Just double click on it. It will install it on your Photoshop. Same for ETI Image. Again, I will put this link down in the description as well. You can come here, get the plugin, and install it on your computer. Let's begin the test. The first thing that we are going to test is the process of setup, how easy it is. For Higgsfield, after you install it, you will see something like this inside Photoshop, and all you need to do is to just click on continue in browser, and it will open a pop-up. Click on allow. And here, click on continue to sign in. And on the next step, click on allow. That's it. You get access to your Higgsfield account inside Photoshop. For ETI Image plugin, after you install it on your Photoshop, the next step is to connect it to different AI providers. If you come here, click on this gear icon. Under API, there are several platforms here like Replicate, like Kai.ai, and even Google. You can connect the plugin to any of these AI providers. For example, for Replicate, you have to come to replicate.com, create an account here, go to billing, set up your payment method, come to API tokens, write a name here for your token, then click on create token, and something like this will be created. You should click on copy, come here, paste it inside the plugin, and save it. This way, your plugin will be connected to Replicate website. Same will be for Kai platform. You have to set up your billing, then come to API keys, create a new API key, and when it is ready, just click on copy, come here, paste it, and then click on save. In this stage, Higgsfield plugin was much easier to set up, so 1 point goes to Higgsfield plugin. The next category we are going to compare them is the ease of use. So for Higgsfield plugin, if I want to make some changes on this image, I have to come to image generation, and then here I need to add my image. I have to click on this plus sign, then go to my folder, select the image that I want, and then write my prompt here. For ETI Image plugin, all I need to do is to come here, click on select tool, make a selection anywhere that I want to make changes, or just, for example, this part, and write my prompt here and click on generate. So in this case, ETI Image plugin was much easier to use. You can just make a selection. It is much faster and more convenient. So 1 point goes to ETI Image plugin. The next category we are going to compare these two plugins is in cost and prices. So for Higgsfield, I have come here into the pricing plan, and I have purchased this plan, the starter one, which cost me $19. And in return, I received 270 credits, meaning each one credit will cost me 7 cents. And if I come inside Photoshop, let's say I want to generate this image, I have to come here, write my prompt, and then, for example, I'm going to select GPT Image 2. I'm going to select the aspect ratio that I want, 16:9, and I'm going to put the quality on 4K. And as you can see here, it will cost me 12 credits, meaning 84 cents to generate a 4K image like this. This is the result that I got from the same prompt that I just showed you using Higgsfield plugin. But if I want to do the same thing using ETI Image, I will write my prompt here and then come here, select GPT Image 2, scroll down to the settings. Here I can select my aspect ratio, 16:9, resolution 4K, and then click on generate. On this plugin, each image just costs 8 cents. So it's almost 10 times cheaper comparing to Higgsfield. And here is the result that I got from ETI Image plugin. So this is the result from ETI Image plugin, and this is the result from Higgsfield. Both are good, the quality is good, But Higgsfield in this AI model with this payment plan is almost 10 times more expensive. So in this case, 1 point will go to ETI Image plugin. The next category we are going to compare these plugins is parallel mode. If we come here to Higgsfield plugin, here we will select our AI model, and then we can scroll all the way to the right and then select how many times we want to generate this image. And the maximum number is 4. On ETI Image, when we come here and turn on our AI model, in front of it a number appears, which by default is 1. If we click on it, we can increase it up to 4. So both plugins can generate up to 4 variants at the same time for an AI model. But there's an advantage here on ETI Image plugin, and that is beside this, I can turn on any other AI model that I want, and I can increase this number for each of them up to 4 times and click on generate. And then again, I can click on it to generate more. So there is unlimited number of images that I can generate at the same time in parallel mode. Even though that for each AI model, both can create 4 variants, but on ETI Image at the same time, you can use other AI models and generate different variants as well. So in this case, 1 point goes to ETI Image plugin. The next category is capabilities. On Higgsfield, we can generate image, which we can do the same on ETI Image as well. We have a real-time feature, which we can come, for example, on this example, we have a sketch. We can go to real-time and then select the style that we want, like cinematic, 3D model. Now usually here it will load this style, but right now it is not loading. And there are different types that we can select. Okay, it's loaded now. We can come here, select a specific material for the style that we want. And then we have a set of colors. And then it will start to generate different results here. And by clicking on it, it will load the result inside Photoshop. But there is one problem here, and that is if we come here, you can see while we were just looking for different styles, it generated the result like real time as it mentioned. The problem with that is for each time it will cost us half a credit, meaning almost 4.5 cents for each image that it generates. And here, before even we decide what kind of a style we want, it costs us 2-3 credits. For example, right now we have 223 credits. And if we come back here, if we go to real time, and let's say I am looking through different options here. Let's say on default it is on watercolor. Let's come here on cinematic and then close it. Oh, it got an error, so it didn't generate it. Let's try different style and let's see if it's going to generate an image. Okay, it didn't. Let's try again. Come back to real time. It is generating. And now let's say I'm just looking through the options and different styles. Let's go put it on dramatic and see how it will be. So it is taking some time to generate the result. Okay, the result looks good as well. If we come back here, now you can see it cost us 4 credits. It was 223, now it is 219. And if I come back here, you can see it has created a couple of other options here for me that I didn't need to. So while it is on real time, it can cost you a lot. On ETI Image plugin, we don't have real time, but simply you can come here, write your prompt. For example, you can write down, make this a sketch realistic photo, however you want it. Then you can come here, select Nano Banana 2, go to the setting, put it on 4K, and then it will cost you 6 cents, even less than 1 credit on Higgsfield. And the result would look like this. There are other capabilities on Higgsfield like Mockup Studio that you can come here, and there are different mockups, and you can just click on them, upload your text, upload your image, or upload your logo there, and it will replace it here. On ETI Image, we don't have this, but you can simply, this is the result of Higgsfield plugin, And this is the result of ETI Image. You can come here on ETI Image plugin, attach your logo and just mention, for example, you can mention place this logo on a board hanging on a wall in daylight, and then it will generate this image for you. So on Higgsfield, there are some prepared use cases that simply you can just go forward and use them. There are some other use cases here like decompose to separate the layers, but as much as I tried it, it failed. For example, if I load an image and click on generate, I tried it a couple of times yesterday, but every time it was failed. Now let's see if it can complete this action. It failed again here as well. The next use case is multiple shots. You can come here, click on upload your image, for example, this image, and then click on generate. It will cost you 4 credits and then create multiple shots for you, including the same image that you have uploaded. But you can also do the same thing using Nano Banana 2 on ETI Image. For example, here you can use a prompt like this, generate 9 different shots from this portrait from different sides and angles, including this original shot 3x3, and it will give you this result, which is more or less similar to the result that Higgsfield gave, but it is much cheaper. On ETI Image, you spend 6 cents to get this result, but on Higgsfield, you spend 4 credits, which each credit costs 7 cents. You will spend 28 cents for this result. So it is much more expensive. There are more capabilities here. Some of them I tried, it didn't work. For example, the expand worked and it gave me this result. If we zoom back and just change the crop, it gave me this result with the aspect ratio. Let me check, with the aspect ratio of 21:9. And I tried the same thing with Nano Banana with this prompt, expand this image from sides. And I provided this image. And I also have selected the aspect ratio that I wanted, 21:9. And it gave me this result. And if we want to compare the results together, even though that we have selected 21:9, so Higgsfield gave us the wrong aspect ratio, but both could expand the image clearly. There are other capabilities here. Some of them didn't work. For example, face swap, I tried, it didn't work. Upscale, we have an example here. This image width and height is very low. The width is 250 pixel. And if I come here and if I just upload it on Higgsfield plugin, we have 2 options to upscale, Topaz and Topaz Generative. And let's say I just want to put it on 8K, but no matter what you do, this upscale button is not working and it is off. On the other hand, on ETI Image, here under enhancement, we have multiple AI models to upscale. For example, you can come here under enhancement, select crystal, make a selection around your image. And then under the settings, you can select 10x, which will cost you 10 cents, and then click on generate. It will convert this low resolution image to a 4K in a couple of seconds, and it will just cost you 10 cents, about 1 credit, a little bit more than 1 credit on Higgsfield. So it took about 12 seconds and the result is ready. And if we look at the result, it is amazing. And if we compare it to what it was before, this is before and this is after. Look at all the details. This is before, this is after. Even Photoshop itself doesn't have this good upscale model. There are some more capabilities on Higgsfield, and again, as I mentioned, some of them, they don't work. For example, this one, no matter what you do, let's say, let's upload this image and just rotate it and click on generate and see if it can successfully generate the image. And it failed. I tried it again yesterday. It failed over and over. So some of the capabilities doesn't work. On the other hand, on ETI Image, we have other capabilities. For example, here, you can use the system to restore old damaged images. For example, here we have this image, and as you can see, it is very low resolution and low quality and very damaged. All you need to do is to just make a selection. Come here, for example, for Nano Banana Pro, just click on removing cracks, restoring the image, colorizing it, and retouching the image, and then click on generate. That's it. It will take a couple of seconds, maximum 1 to 2 minutes to restore this image. And when it is done, I will show you the result. All right, the result is ready. The smart layer appeared here. All we need to do is to just come here to images and click on image size and increase the size of this image to 4000 and zoom back. And here's the result. Before, after. Before, after. So this was one of the capabilities of ETI Image plugin. If you scroll down, there are more. For example, you can extract the JSON prompt of any kind of image, different objects of it. Or here we have a prompt library that can let you just run some prompts on different kind of portraits. So if I want to be honest, both plugins have different capabilities that the other one doesn't have. So in this case, I'm going to give 1 point to each of them. The next category I want to go deep in is the setting of each AI model. So if we come here, if we want to just generate a new image, if we just select an AI model, for example, here let's come to Nano Banana 2. Here we have the aspect ratio, then we have the quality. If we come here to Nano Banana 2, scroll down to the settings. Here as well, we have the resolution, aspect ratio, output format, and also here we have the search, the web search option, which here on Higgsfield we didn't have. Let's try another AI model, for example, Seedream 4.5. We have aspect ratio, and here we have basic and high as quality. Let's come here to Seedream 4.5, scroll down to the settings. Here we have basic and high quality and also aspect ratio. So on the settings of AI models, it is more or less very similar to each other. So again, I'm going to give 1 point to each of them. The last thing that we are going to compare these two plugins is ownership. For Higgsfield plugin, you can just go to their website, download it for free. But if you want to use it, you need to have Higgsfield subscription. And the plans, as you can see, here they have $19 per month, $47 per month if you pay annual, but if you go on monthly, it will be almost $60 per month, or on Ultra, $130 per month. On the other hand, for ETI Image plugin, to get it, you only have one-time payment. You pay $39 and you own this plugin forever with future updates and features that will be added to it. Some people prefer to get something with lifetime access comparing to subscription, and some other thing, when you get Higgsfield with these plans, you have this credit for each month. If you don't use it, on the next month it will reset to the same number and you will lose the credit that you got in the previous month. But on Replicate and Kai, you get an amount of credit. For example, you get $5 credit, and you can keep that for years. It will not go away. It will not expire. You can use it anytime based on your own needs. So in this case, I have to give 1 point to ETI Image plugin. So that was our test. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I will put the link to Higgsfield plugin and ETI Image plugin both down in the description. If you don't have it, you can get them. And I will let you to decide which one you should use based on your own needs and based on your situation. If you have enjoyed this training, do not forget to like the video and leave a comment below. This way I will understand you have enjoyed this kind of tutorials and I will make more of them for you. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, click on subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss our upcoming tutorials and trainings on AI. I hope you have liked this video and I will see you soon on the next one.